Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to the That's Some BS YouTube channel. And yeah, today's movie review video. I wanted to talk about the movie. Where's my laptop charger? I need my Dang, it's all the way over there. Excuse me, but anyways, yeah, I think I can hurry up and get through this video and then try to make a mad dash for my laptop charger. But so, the movie I wanted to talk about is a Ryan Reynolds movie called Buried. Yeah, so I'm pretty much going to be discussing that movie, talking about it and stuff, because, man, is that a crazy movie. That's one of those situations where you're all like, bro, I don't... To anybody that has ever been in a situation like that and has lived to tell this story, like, that has to be, without doubt, the scariest thing ever. Like, to be buried alive. Like, I'm saying, that movie, man, it's because that's the thing, like, Ryan Reynolds, he was kind of having, like, a comedy side, like, to his character in that movie. But at the same time, he was in a very, very serious situation. So he was being, like, sarcastic and all of that. But then again, it's all like, bro is buried alive. Doesn't know how far he is underground. And in a situation like that where it's like you have a limited air supply. What else? That'll probably be the one and only time where I'm just all like, dang, I might just start becoming claustrophobic. Like, I might, this might be it. This might be the day. But, no, so, in the movie, so, for spoiling it for everybody. So, yeah, he's buried alive, by some, terrorists. So, yeah, he ends up getting kidnapped by some terrorists, buried alive. They give him, like, a phone, a glow stick, a flashlight, a phone, and he has to do this video, and I'm like, oh my god, like, you guys, man, why do I have to be buried alive? How come it can't just be a situation where I'm, like, just in a house or something? Like, why does it have to be like this? Why? Like, I'm like, bro, we could have went about this in so many different ways. You go about it in a way where there is a very high percentage of me dying. So I'm like, I'm not feeling this at all. So yeah, I'm like, dang, that's crazy though. And I think the only weapon that he had to defend himself, because at one point in time, he had to defend himself in the coffin. He was buried alive and he had to defend himself. So I'll get on that. I'll talk about that. But anyways, so yeah, he had very limited supplies. These guys just wanting him to make this video and things, and then he's talking to all of these different people that's not being helpful at all throughout the whole movie. It was upsetting me, like, how those guys is not being helpful towards him. Like, they were, like, trying to be helpful towards him at the last second. But I'm just all like, bro, you guys, like, come on. Like, really? I'm saying, like, you need to help this man. He is in a serious situation. First things first, though, I want to just mention that I did not know that movie, because it's funny that I watched this movie for the first time the other day. And then I guess today or tomorrow, today might be the day where they are celebrating its, like, 10-year anniversary or something. And the movie is, like, officially on Hulu now. And I thought that movie might have came out, like, what, last year or a couple of years ago. Ryan Reynolds, he must have, like, some black in him or something. Because I'm saying, he still looks the same, like, what, Deadpool came out? So, yeah, the last Deadpool came out, like, 8 years ago. So this man has had 8 years to age, and he's out here aging like black and Asian people. You would have thought the man was mixed. Like, what's that all about, Ryan Reynolds? But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. But so yeah, getting to the part where he had to defend himself. I think he ends up passing out. And a snake is in the coffin with him. Oh my goodness. He was so calm throughout that whole situation. He ended up, like, he didn't set the snake on fire, but he did startle the snake. But he did start a fire within the coffin and stuff. So luckily the coffin, it was big enough for him to move around in. But oh my goodness, man. That snake scene was like the worst thing that could have... It was one of the worst things that could have possibly happened to him. And then it cuts to when pretty much I think they had bombed the area where he was buried at and stuff. And so sand starts pouring through his coffin. And he stops it for a little bit. And then, the sand ends up pouring through. And then it ends up burying him alive. And I was like, wow. That is a very, very sucky situation. Let's take a drink for Ryan Reynolds' character and Barry, because that's not cool, man. Then he cut his fingers off. Then it was all like, yeah, he had a family and all of that. Even though the movie, I don't think that movie was based on a true story. I think that movie, it was just one of those like good movies where it was yeah, just is a English stars and it's written, yeah, so it's yeah, it ain't based on a true story, bro. If that movie was based on a true story, I'd be like, dang. The budget for that movie was $2 million. I just don't. How can a movie like that? I don't know, man. I don't know how a movie like that. Maybe it's like because of the cameras and stuff, and then the angles, and then like maybe some CGI. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know, man. I'm like, dang. There's like voice like actors in the movie and stuff. Cause yeah, so they don't show, besides like a video and things, like they don't show nobody else throughout the whole movie. It's just him talking to people over the phone, and I'm like, bro, that'd be the like that sucks, man. That seriously sucks. I watching that movie for the first time. It was one of those endings because that was a messed up part about it. So when he cut his, I think it was he cut his fingers off, and but like because of the pain, like he started hallucinating. So he thought at one point he was being saved. Turns out he wasn't even being saved. He wasn't. It was just more sand just pouring in. So then it gets to a point. So that's the sucky part about the movie, about the ending. So he goes and he's like, well, he goes nowhere because he's buried. So the guy is all like, so just like the main guy that he's talking to on the phone is all like, oh, he's just like, we're like, we're so close, we're so close to finding you and stuff. Like we're right there. We're like within minutes away from you. We're within minutes away from you and stuff. So Ryan Reynolds, he's just like, okay, like help me and stuff. So they start digging, and then just for the guy to be on the phone, and he goes on to say, we're at the wrong sighting. Gotta take another drink, man. How do you end up at the wrong sighting? Oh my god. I was like, bro, I was mad for him. And I was like, I wasn't even in the situation, but I'm all like, are you serious? How do you guys make this mistake? You track his phone, there he is. I was like, because it's like they could have tracked his phone down. I was like, I don't know what those guys is necessarily doing and stuff, but it was like they could have tracked his phone down and they could have found him. The fact that they found another sighting and stuff, I'm like, bro, what was y'all doing? Like, you allowed Ryan Reynolds, his fictional character, to die. So therefore, the blood is on your hands. You can't blame nobody else besides yourself, all right? So, but yeah, I was like, man, that was messed up. That was a very, very messed up movie. It was one of those endings where it's like The Mist. I know the ending towards The Mist will always haunt me, but it was still a good movie, though. It was still a good movie. Same with Buried. It was still a good movie. So my rating for that movie, it would definitely be, I would have to say it would be a 9 out of 10 rather than a 10 out of 10, because I would give it a perfect score. But I just wish that there was like, I don't know, movies like that where it's all like they don't really, maybe if they had showed like the outside environment and stuff, because then it's like, then you want to be like, you're sitting there throughout the whole movie like, dang, am I in there with him? Like, dang, they ain't showing nothing else besides just what's going on with him in that coffin and stuff. But yeah, I'm like, maybe if they show like the outside environment or something, and probably I would have like, giving the movie a 10 out of 10, because don't get me wrong, it is still a good movie. It's definitely one of those movies of his that you have to watch. You have to watch that movie. So with that being said, yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I did enjoy it, so definitely you guys should go check it out. And then that being said, this has been another video on the That's Some BS channel. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.